Imagine a young boy watching his family struggle, facing eviction, and wondering if life would ever get better. That boy would one day become one of the most recognized faces on the planet, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. His rise to global fame wasn't built on privilege or luck. It was shaped by hardship, discipline, and relentless ambition. Before the movie roles, the billion-dollar brand deals, and the electrifying wrestling persona, there was a teenager who often felt like a failure. Growing up in a wrestling family didn't guarantee success. In fact, his early life was defined by instability, broken promises, and constant moving from place to place. Yet those challenges built something inside him. They taught him to adapt, to fight, and to never accept defeat as a final outcome. This is the story of how The Rock transformed struggle into strength and became a global icon who reinvented what it means to be successful. Long before his booming voice shook arenas, Dwayne Johnson dreamed of becoming a football star. He worked obsessively, earning a scholarship at the University of Miami. His talent was undeniable, and many believed the NFL was his future. But life had a different plan. After a series of injuries, he was cut from a Canadian football team and found himself jobless, depressed, and back in his parents' small apartment with only $7 in his pocket. That moment, often repeated in his speeches, became the turning point of his life. He realized that failing was not the end. It was an invitation to rebuild himself. With no football career left to chase, he turned toward the profession he once resisted, wrestling. It wasn't a glamorous fallback, and it certainly wasn't guaranteed success. Yet, The Rock understood something powerful. Sometimes, the path to greatness begins where dreams collapse. Stepping into the wrestling world wasn't easy. At first, audiences hated him. His character, Rocky Maivia, was seen as forced and uninteresting. The loud boos from crowds could have broken anyone's confidence. But Dwayne refused to stay in that box. Instead, he reinvented himself, shaping the bold, charismatic, and unpredictable persona known as The Rock. He taunted crowds, improvised iconic catchphrases, and delivered electrifying performances. Suddenly, those boos turned into chants of excitement. The Rock became a cultural phenomenon, larger than wrestling itself. He didn't just win matches, he entertained millions with personality, comedy, and intensity. His rise in WWE was not about playing a role. It was about being unapologetically himself, loud, humorous, and unstoppable. The success he found in wrestling wasn't by following expectations, but by breaking them and redefining what a superstar could be. Yet The Rock didn't stop at conquering wrestling. He had bigger dreams, ones that many athletes struggle to achieve. He moved to Hollywood at a time when wrestlers were rarely taken seriously in acting. Critics doubted him, directors underestimated him, and early roles were small and insignificant. But he worked harder than anyone expected, studying acting, shaping his brand, and choosing roles that blended action with charm. Slowly, he built credibility. Then, success exploded. From blockbuster franchises like Fast and Furious to family-friendly films and motivational documentaries, Dwayne Johnson became one of the highest-paid actors in the world. His influence extended beyond movies. He launched businesses, produced shows, created fitness brands, and became a global ambassador of hard work. The same man who once had only $7 now built an empire worth hundreds of millions, proving that success is never limited by where you start, but by how determined you are to keep going. Beyond fame and fortune, what makes The Rock truly stand out is his character. He is known for waking up before sunrise, training with unmatched discipline, and sharing motivation with millions through social media. His message is simple yet powerful. Success is earned, not given. Whether he's on a movie set, producing content, or training in his Iron Paradise gym, he shows that the grind never stops. But there's also a side of him built on humility. He often expresses gratitude to fans, honors his wrestling roots, and never forgets the struggles he faced. This balance, intense ambition paired with authenticity, makes people connect with him on a personal level. He is not just a celebrity. He is an example of resilience and positivity, constantly pushing the idea that no matter where you come from, discipline and belief can transform your life. Dwayne Johnson's career is a blueprint for reinvention. Many athletes fade away after their competitive years end, but The Rock turned each chapter into a new opportunity. When football ended, he became a wrestling legend. When wrestling peaked, he shifted toward acting and built a Hollywood empire. When acting reached record heights, he started building businesses, from energy drinks to sports leagues, proving that success isn't a destination, but a cycle of evolution. Analysts say his greatest strength is adaptability. He studies markets, understands audiences, and invests in brands that reflect his values: strength, joy, hard work, and community. This strategic mindset has turned him into not just an entertainer, but a powerful entrepreneur with global influence. His story teaches that reinvention isn't about abandoning who you are. It's about expanding what you can become. Despite his towering success, The Rock remains connected to people. He supports charities, grants wishes to children, and surprises fans with personal messages, gifts, and visits. He doesn't use kindness as publicity. He uses it as responsibility. Many say this is what makes his success meaningful. He hasn't built a brand on ego, but on service. Through his words and actions, he encourages others to dream big and work for their goals without excuses. His speeches often highlight a universal truth: everyone faces setbacks, but few choose to rise stronger. The Rock proves that adversity can be a foundation, not a barrier. His life challenges the idea that talent alone leads to greatness, because in his journey, talent was only the beginning. Persistence, discipline, and a positive mindset turned possibility into achievement. Today, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson stands as a symbol of transformation, proving that no struggle is too heavy to carry if you choose to rise above it. From a kid with $7 in his pocket to one of the most influential figures in entertainment and business, his legacy continues to inspire millions. His story is not just about achieving fame. It's about believing in yourself when no one else does. He built a career on relentless effort, authenticity, and the courage to reinvent his life again and again. And perhaps the greatest message The Rock leaves us with is this: success is not defined by how high you climb, but by how hard you push when you're at the bottom. His journey reminds us that we all have the power to turn failure into fuel and transform our own battles into stories of triumph.